Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Van Chan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you Chapter 7, Section 2 of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Ah.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Author Conan Doyle. Chapter 7, Section 2. Remarked. Precisely so. On December 22nd, just 5 days ago, John Horner, Oplomo, was accused of having abstracted it from the ladies' showcase. A size. I have some account of the matter here, amid his newspapers. Glancing over the dates, but to bolt it over and read the following paragraph. Hotel Cosmopolitan Jewel Robbery. John Horner, 26, Plumwell. Having upon the 22nd inst. The valuable gem known as the Blue Carbuncle. Jim's rider. Hotel. That he might solder the second bar of the grate, which was loose. He had remained with Horner some little time, but had finally been called away. And returning, he found that Horner had disappeared, been forced open, and that the small morocco casket in which, afterwards transpired, the Countess was accustomed to keep her jewel, upon the dressing table. Ryder instantly gave the alarm. Same evening, in his rooms, Catherine Cusack, maid to the Countess, heard Ryder's cry of dismay on discovering the robbery. The room, where she found matters as described by the last witness. Pratt Street. B Division. Gave evidence as to the arrest of Horner. Struggled frantically, and protested his innocence in the strongest terms. Previous conviction for robbery having been given against a prisoner. Deal summarily with the offence, but referred it to the assize. Horner, who had shown signs of intense emotion during the proceedings. Oh. For the police court, said Holmes thoughtfully, tossing aside the paper. One end to the crop of a goose in Tottenham Court Road at the other. You see, Watson, important and less innocent aspect. Here is the stone, the goose, and the goose came from Mr. Henry Baker, with the bad hat and all the other characteristics with which I bored you. What part he has played in this little mystery. To do this, must try the simplest means first. All the evening papers. If this fail, slip of paper. Anne. Found at the corner of Good Street. A goose and a black felt hat. With the same by applying at 630 this evening adverb. Very well. He is sure to keep an eye on the papers. Then, poor man. The loss was a heavy one. Thought of nothing but flight, and both which caused him to drop his word. Then, of his name will cause him to see it. would direct his attention to it. Here you are. Peterson. In which? In the globe. Sir. Pall Mall. Is it? Evening news. Send it. Echo. Very well. So. Yes. I shall keep the stone. Thank you. And the Peterson. Here with me. When the commissioner had gone, and held it against the light. It's a bonny thing, said he. See how it glints and sparkles. Of crime. A frigate stone is. They are the devil's pet baits. In the larger and older jewels, every facet may stand for a bloody deed. This stone is not yet 20 years old. The Carbuncle. Save that it is blue in shade instead of ruby red. In spite of its youth, it has already a sinister history. Been to murders, a vitriol throwing, a suicide. For the sake of this fatigue-growing weight of crystalline charcoal. So pretty a toy would be a purveyor to the gallows and the prison. But then, do you imagine that this other one, Henry Baker, it is, I think, innocent man, of considerably more value than if it were made of solid gold. That, however, in that case I shall continue my professional round. Come back in the evening hour you have mentioned. See you. I dine at 7. There is a wood carked, I believe. By the way, in view of recent occurrences, as mice I had been delayed at a case little after 6:30. When I found myself in Baker Street once more, was thrown from the night. Just as I arrived, the door was opened and we were shown up together to Holmes' room. Mr. Henry Baker, believe, said he, or of geniality which he could so readily assume. The fire. Mr. Baker, it is a cold night, observe that. Your circulation is more adapted for summer than for winter. Oh, Watson, you have just come at the right time. Is that your... At Mr. Yes, sir, he was a large man with rounded shoulders, a massive head and a broad, intelligent face, a pointed beard of grizzled brown, a touch of red in nose and cheeks, with a slight tremor of his extended hand. His habits. His rusty black frock coat was buttoned right up in front the collar turned, sign of Kafur shirt. He spoke in a so staccato fashion, his words with care, and letters who had had a usage at the hands of fortune. Things for some days, said Holmes, you giving your address. Our visitor gave a rather sham-faced laugh. Not been so plentiful. With me as they once were, he remarked. Hat and the bird. Very naturally. By the way, about the bird. Tate. Our visitor half rose from his chair in his excitement. It would have been of no use to anyone had we not done so. But I presume that this other goose upon the sideboard the same weight imperfectly. Fresh, oh, certainly, answered Mr. Bakerworth. A sigh of relief. Of course, we still have the feathers, wigs, crop, and so on of your own bird into a hearty laugh. Adventure, said he, member of my late acquaintance are going. To be to me. No, so. I think that. With your permission, me with a slight shrug of his shoulders. There. Is your hat then, and there your bird, said he. By the way, to tell me where you got the other one from. A dolphin, sir. Certainly, sir, said Baker, is nearly gained. Property under his arm. Frequent alpha in its of day. You understand. This year our good host by name. Instituted a goose club by which few pence every week. We wait to receive a bird at Christmas. My pence were duly paid. And the rest is familiar to you. I'm much indebted to you, sir, to both of us, and strode off upon his way. So much for Mr. Henry Baker, said Holmes when he had closed the door behind him, quite certain that he knows nothing whatever about the matter. Are you hungry? It was a bitter night about our throats. Outside, the stars were shining coldly in a cloudless sky. Short, Quarto, Wimpole Street, Harley Street, in which runs down into Holborn, and ordered 2 glasses of beer from the ruddy-faced, white-apron landlord. Be excellent if it is as good as your geese, said he. And seemed surprised. This. I was speaking only half an hour ago. Verse 2. Henry Baker, ah. Yes, I see. But you see, sir, indeed. Hughes well. Indeed? I know some of them. Ah. Don't bear him. Well, here's your good health, landlord. As prosperity to your hearts. Now for Mr. Breckenridge, he continued, buttoning up his coat as we came out into the frosty air. Remember, of this chain, 7 years penal servitude unless we can establish his innocence. Our inquiry may but confirm his guilt, but in any case have a line of investigation which has been missed by the police. A singular chance has placed in our hands the bitter end. Faces. To the south, then, we passed across Holborn, down in Dull Street Market. One of the largest stalls bore the name of Breckenridge upon it, and the proprietor, a horsey-looking man, helping a boy to put up the shutters. Good evening, Holmes. The salesman nodded and shot questioning glance at my companion. He's, I see, continued Holmes, pointing at the bare slabs of marble. Well, oh yes. Fine birds they were too. To my surprise, the question provoked a burst of anger from the salesman. And then, Mr. said he, with his head cocked and his arms akimbo, are you driving? Let's have it straight. It is straight enough. Well, then I shan't tell you. Oh, no importance. Wow, you'd be as warm, maybe as bested as I. Oh, there should be an end of the business, geese, one would think. They were the only geese in the world, well, carelessly. If you won't tell us the bed is off, that is all. But I'm always ready to back my opinion on a matter of foals while. Then you've lost your fiver, salesman. Sire, thank you. No more about foals than I ever since I was in upper. I tell you, will you bet, it's merely taking your money. For I know that I am right. I'll have a sovereign on with. You, the salesman chuckled grimly. The books, Bill, said he. And a great greasy back one laying them out beneath the hanging lamp. Then, Mr. Coxer, said the salesman of Geese Inn. My shop. That's the list of the folk from whom I buy. Sire, see? Well then, here on this page are the country folk. Ledger. Now then, you see this. Their page in red ink? Well, that is a list of my town suppliers. Now that red name. My bookshot. 117 Brixton Road, Red Homes. So, Holmes Chunta. The page indicated. Here you are, Mrs. Oakshott. 117 Brixton Road, now then December 22nd. He said October 22nd, 2023. Quite so. There you are. Sold to Mr. To be continued.